So hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we're going to be working on a WIP today. This is going to be a WIP and chat, and I am very excited. Wait, yes, where's the stopper of this tray? I don't want to be looking for it, so I'm gonna work right away. This kit is Voyager. I am loving it. But I have to pace myself while working on it because I don't want to finish. I don't want it to be over. And I'm making progress so fast. And I think that is because of a few reasons. The first reason being that is a round. So rounds are always going to be quicker to make. But the colors, I'm just loving the colors so much. To be honest, I knew I was gonna like this this canvas because I had been waiting to get it for such a long time, ever since it was released. I don't even know when it was released, but I knew that this one was one that I had to have. I didn't care. I had to have it. And when I finally was able to purchase it, I was just thrilled. I was over the moon. And then starting working on it, as I said, if you watched my year in review, my finishes of 2023, I say in that video about this kit in particular that I could have finished it by the 31st for sure if I had kept working exclusively on this canvas since I started it. I started it on December 27th, and in just 3 or 4 days I made like all the progress that I have right now, which is around 40%, and only working on it for a very short amount of time. The last hours, the last days of last year, of December 2023, actually almost all of the month of December, I was able to work a lot on diamond painting. I did diamond painting for at least that. I think the least amount of time that I diamond painted was for about an hour or something like that. And that was because there were other things going on, or because it was a very busy day, etc. But most of the days I was able to do diamond painting for at least 3 to 4 hours. So I was making very good progress. Now, if I had made all of those at least 4 hours every single day for those days, I'm sure I would have been able to finish it. But I decided to pace myself because this was a very a long coveted kit, a kit that I've been wanting for so long and that I'm enjoying so much that I don't want it to go super fast. I want to savor it. I want to take my time with it. I want to pace myself with it and not work super fast because I'm loving it. And also because I am not entirely, that was very crooked. And also because I'm not entirely sure of when I'm going to be buying my next canvas. I think that my next canvas is going to be the Saudi ones that they're being released by Diamond Art Club right now. I think they are being licensed. I think the artist is Auclair Studios, and I already have a painting by them, which is In Charge, the one of the cat. And I love the style, and I love the way they are making designs. There are other artists that have been licensed with Diamond Art Club for different kits. For different for the astrology signs. But I have not liked them as much as I like these ones. So that's going to be my next buy. Every time that week finishes, like we approach to Saturday, that's when Diamond Art Club releases their pieces. And when I see that a sign came up and that it's not Scorpio, that for me is like, great, another week where I keep building up my budget, because the way I did it or the way I'm doing it, is that every week I assign a budget to go towards diamond painting. It's not that every week is like, oh, $100 for a canvas. No, it's like just $5 to $10 depending on how the week is gonna look, and that way I can save up until there's one that I really feel that I need, or until I finish the ones that I'm working on. That's a system that I'm going to be trying to implement and that I already started the last few weeks of December of 2023. And that way it allows me to, don't feel that I am making an irrational decision by buying certain kits or something like that, and allows me to track the amount of money that goes into my paintings and to budget consciously and not go overboard, even though many times I would like to, but I know that I would regret it if I did it that way. But yeah, so anyways, if that comes up next week, along with it, I'm going to be buying another canvas just to reach the $75 threshold for free shipping. And even though I might not have $75 already budgeted or in my savings for diamond paintings, it's fine. I can like borrow from it, like kind of a credit type of thing, and then be on the negative for a few weeks until I start building up again that intended budget. So that's why, even though it kind of just disencourages me that week after week, the last few weeks, that kit has not come up, it's been great because that means that it's gonna be easier to buy it because I'm gonna have built a budget for it, and I would be able to buy it without any type of guilt or anything. So, oh, that really has a little spot, so we have to take it out. I used to not be very much into, looking into those type of things about the drills and how they are, if they have some defects or anything. But that's been something that, since I've seen other creators comment about, I've paid much more attention to it now. So I am starting to pay more attention to it as well. Yeah, other reason why, again, I grabbed one extra. Other reason why I'm not making as fast as progress as I, want to make with this kit is because I have a video that I want to do with this kit precisely. I also mentioned it quite quickly in my finishes of 2023 that I had already received this, and I had already started this canvas in particular, and I saw someone say that there are some canvases that are sold, like budget canvases that are sold on Temu and places like that, that are not stealing art anymore, that they are using kind of AI generated images. And some were saying like, you might not be stealing art, but the quality is still not the best. The rendering is gonna be yucky, kind of. And I agreed with that, but while I was on Temu searching for other things, I said, well, why not, just look at some pictures and see if I can find one that has already reviews of finished canvases on there to see if the quality is, if by the end of the day, even though it's a less quality one and a small canvas, maybe a finished product looks kind of decent. And that was my start point to do that. And I found a few that I really liked that were, I did reverse search with the images, and I tried to investigate, and I couldn't find any artists attached to it. They all were on stock images sites and stuff, so I felt confident, at least in that sense, that I was not stealing art anywhere. But one thing that I found in Temu was an image of this exact painting as a diamond painting. And I remember that I was looking at it and I felt baffled. I felt so, I don't know, it felt really weird because I didn't like to see this image there because I have it and I know that it's from an artist. And I just wondered how many images I've seen here and other places where you think that, oh, the art is cute or whatever, but in reality, it's a stolen art. It's really sad. It's really, really sad, really. So yeah, I found this image, and I also found, it was like post that had like 6 images of this same artist, and there was also Mooncatcher, that is kind of a companion of, it has kind of a very similar style to this because it's the same artist. And there were others, other images that are not right now as a diamond paintings, as licensed work. But I decided that I wanted to purchase that kit specifically, the one that is identical to this, because I also remember because I told my boyfriend, like, oh my god, look, it's the same image. It's the same image right here, and wow. And his reaction, he doesn't know anything about diamond painting. He just watches me do it and goes like, okay, you like it, it's okay. So and he said, wow, you were like scammed. And he meant that looking at the price point and looking at the image, that in theory it looked just the same. And I told him, like, no, you don't understand, I'm not the one being scammed. It's people who are buying these images from this seller that don't realize that the art is being stolen, or even worse, that they know the art is stolen and they don't care. And I understand that there are many places, such as I'm an Art Club, and many other companies. Oh, I need to replace yeah, I need to change it now. Many other places where the budgets, the kits are quite expensive, and I completely understand that. I completely understand that not all places are affordable for everyone, and that's why I try to pace myself with diamond painting, and that's why I make sure to save money for my paintings, because I want work that is being, fairly used, and where art is not being stolen. And if I ever had to go to, which I already did, and if I went to these budget places, I want to make sure that the images that I am purchasing, to try them out, are not, at least are not being stolen. And that's what I told him. And I as I said, I purchased that canvas. Oh, those are really crooked. And what I told him was that I wanted to make a video comparing the two. And that's why I didn't want to finish this one right away, because I wanted to have at least one section of the canvas free to be able to look at the symbols, like compare and contrast, the clarity of the symbols and the rendering and the quality overall. So, as I know, sometimes things that you purchase from those type of places can take a little while to get to you. I decided I was going to work slowly in this project to be able to do that video, because it's something that I really want to put across. I see a lot of people that are doing budget canvases because, when they started, they didn't know what licensing was and stolen artwork, and they got to those places, they saw cheap prices and got all excited. And of course, who wouldn't be excited to see a canvas that is like a fraction of the price of all of those other places where you might think they're overpriced or something? For me, I don't think they're overpriced at all, because the quality is, uncomparable, and also because part of the money that you're paying is going towards the artist that created that artwork, that was the creator of that original artwork that you're doing as a diamond painting, and that is more than fair. We have to take that into consideration, that these artists are putting their artwork there, they're using their talents and creating beautiful pieces that then are transformed into beautiful diamond art, diamond paintings. So that's That's something that maybe many people don't care or don't consider. And there are many factors for that as well. I think one of the factors that people don't consider the artist is because, you know, they don't really know what goes into creating art or creating something from scratch that takes you like time and dedication and all the passion and you love that you put into that and perfectioning it and overall the talent that every artist has. I think that I had been able to appreciate that more in the last a year and a half, because a year and a half I started a small business. I don't create things like this. I don't draw at all, but I do create handmade pieces, and they take a long time to make. And I remember that when I first saw them and was intrigued by them and looked into creating some of those things myself, I saw the prices that some people put them on, put on them, and I did go a bit bonkers, like, oh my god, they're charging so much. This is just like made of whatever material. And then you get into the nooks and crannies of all of it, and you realize, like, oh, this is why. This is not like just, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it and that's it. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and that has made me much more appreciative of handmade things and artists and all that jazz. So that's the main reason I want to be making that video. And even though I feel bad that my money went to someone who stole art, I don't feel as bad because I bought the original, you know, piecework. I know that the artist of this piece has been compensated by my purchase, and the style of this artist is a style that I really like and that I actually want to get the other canvas of them. And I would love if all the similar ones that are kind of metaphorical images of girls and stuff, at least the ones that I've seen, I would like them all to be in diamond paintings, and I would for sure put them all in my wish list and start purchasing as I can, for sure. That's for me is a given. So I'm really looking forward to do that. And along with that kit, that is the stolen copy of this one, I purchased another one that I did a reverse Google search, and I tried to research as much as I could. And it's an image that is in stock image, so it's not, I'm not stealing from anyone. And what I want to do with that is, as I said, is I want to try the quality and see if I can, you know, when I am over with the canvases that I have, and if by some reason I still don't have enough money to purchase one of the big, pretty quality ones. Oh my god, I mistook, I made a mistake. This is the N, but this is number 3. Oh, gosh, I made a mistake. I realized it because the background color is very light, and this drill that I'm putting in is not very, it's way darker. It's very visible that it's dark. And I was like, oh, it doesn't really match. It doesn't blend in with the, oh, but well, at least it was like a small section and not a big color blocking section. I can also tell this side is going to be kind of quickly to finish because it's mainly color blocking. Yeah, it's mainly color blocking. So this is the right shade, as you can tell. This is number 3. Number 3, it's definitely the appropriate color. Oh, that was so embarrassing. And that had never happened to me. I was distracted. And also in the place where in my storage system, this bottle is exactly below that other color. Maybe I should change the place of where they are. But yeah. Next, the percentage symbol. Look at these colors. I'm loving this color palette. At least all of it, but especially her hair. I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving this color palette. Look at this. It's a very different type of pink and I'm loving it. So let's make sure that I'm using the one that is correct. Yeah, the percentage symbol. I'm gonna start right here. Yeah. What else could we talk about? Oh, the other kid. I again, if you saw my year-end review where I talked to you about the WIPs that I'm carrying over from 2023 to 2024, of course, this kid that I'm working on right now is one of them. But the other kid that I'm carrying over and that I'm alternating with this one is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. You know, the one that is like the movie poster for the first movie. When I bought it, when I first saw it, let's start there. When I first saw it, it was very daunting for me because of the size. It is 70 by 99. And that's why I had put off buying it for a little while, because I didn't feel that I was ready to work on such a big canvas. But after a little time, I finally decided to get it because I thought about it and I started to see the image and I started to see pictures of the kit of the canvas completed, and I realized that even though it is 99 by 70 centimeters, it's not really, because the entire border is black, is pure color blocking madness. And I measured it. I measured the portion of the canvas that has an actual image and that is not only color blocking. And rounding it up, it comes about to be just as slightly bigger than the one than Voyager. Voyager is 50 by what? This Voyager is 50 by 65, and I think that the other one, the Harry Potter one, came to 60 by 80 or something like that, or even less. I think, yeah, it was something like that. So I realized that it was not as daunting as I thought it was going to be. That if I, looked at it carefully, it was not so much about doing an entire image of that size. Specifically because I'm coming from a painting that is quite big. The last one that I finished, that was Cat Bookshelf. And yeah, I realized that it could be quite manageable if I took into consideration the fact that all the area surrounding the main image is pure color blocking. So that's what I've been working myself into. Since I don't have anywhere else to kit up that image, for now, I didn't want to start on the actual image and decided to make progress instead on the way around it. That way, by the time that I finally finish this one up, or I'm about to finish this one up, I already have all that done. I would say that all of the entire area that is the border, I am about 60%, I think, of the border. And that's what I've been working on apart from this one. I usually get done either an entire row of this one or half of a row on this one, or like work in it for like 2 hours or something, and then I move into that other canvas and just work on it straight through, section by section. I'm sectioning it in not very big areas, to be honest, but it's been working really great so far. It's been working really, really great. And it's made me really excited, and I actually want to start already to work in the image. And I think that if I finish the border, and I'm not yet done with this one, I might kit up in just Ziploc baggies because I really, really want to start working on that one. I am hyping up myself so much looking at the image. And also the image is not confetti heavy at all. I thought it was going to be, but looking at it closely, of course it's going to have a little more confetti in the areas that have more detail, like the faces of the characters. But other than that, there are big areas with like some color blocking, which it's great. That gives me, again, kind of motivation to know that if I start working on that one, I'm not gonna be dying by the end of it or overwhelmed, or, well, that's what I say right now. We will have to see about that later, but that's at least how it feels. In that Harry Potter one, oh, how did I do that? I don't know. I placed them so wrong. That one, I would say I'm about, I think I'm about 10 hours or so into it. And that has me excited, you know, counting the hours from the beginning of a piece, because that is one of the things that I decided to start tracking last year when I was in the middle of working on the very last canvas that I finished. And that already has me very excited and very motivated. I love tracking stuff. I really, really like tracking stuff just for my own pleasure, my geeky pleasure of knowing stuff, of having knowledge of a thing. I guess that's just how my brain is working right now. Oh my God, I realized I didn't tell you Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, and I've been babbling for like 30 minutes. I'm not even sure of how long. I'm really sorry. I am really, really sorry, but I don't know. I think that this new year came and went. I mean, the process of the 31st going into the 1st of January, it went really simple. I spent it at home with my boyfriend. We didn't do anything. We didn't have like special dinner or anything. We were just laying in bed. I was watching YouTube, and he told me like, oh, do you want to see the countdown? And I'm like, sure, great. So he got a countdown for our time zone in his computer, and it was like 3 minutes away of the New Year's. And I just remember that I kept watching my video, and every like 30 seconds looking back at his laptop where he had pulled up the page of the countdown. And then when there were just like 10 seconds left of 2023, I was just like there sitting, waiting. And then the clock went to January 1st. We said Happy New Year to each other. We said Happy New Year to our kitty, who was also with us in the bed. And yeah, that was it. Like 20 minutes later, he rolled over and fell asleep. It was very uneventful. And today was a very regular day. Yesterday I went to bed about around, what time was it? I think it was closer to 2 a.m. And I wanted to go to bed earlier, but for some reason I'm having a very hard time like feeling tired. And I mean, no, not feeling tired, but more the thing of falling asleep. I've had insomnia in batches throughout my life, but usually that insomnia makes me is not so much about not going to bed early. It's more about that it takes me a long time to be able to fall in bed. Like I struggle a lot, and then I wake up many times during the night, and then I wake up really early in the morning. Like I can go to bed at, let's say, 1. I wake up between 5 to 10 times during the time that I'm sleeping, and then I wake up at 5:30 and I cannot go back to bed. That's the type of insomnia that I usually have. And this time, more than insomnia, I thought it was because my schedule, I had completely effed it up. Because, you know, I started to go to bed later, and that made me wake up, of course, later. And then you go to bed slightly later every day, and that just messes up completely your, or my schedule at least. But the previous day, I remember that I was diamond painting, and the clock struck 3 and said, okay, it's already 3 a.m. I don't feel like going to bed. I tried to, but I couldn't. And I decided I am going to try to stay up a little later, maybe until 4:30. That way I am going to be more tired, and I'm going to put an alarm in my clock for 8. Like I'm going to be sleeping only for about 3 to 4 hours max. And the problem with that is that I had already tried that. I had already, like, even though I was going to bed at 2 or something, I said, okay, I'm going to put my alarm at 6 and I'm going to try to wake up at that time and everything's going to be dandy. But it never was. I didn't even listen to my alarm. I turned it off and didn't even realize it. I tried everything. I tried putting my phone in a place far from bed, in another bedroom. And I just turned it off, went back to bed, and I sometimes didn't even realize it. And that's part because I sleepwalk. And it just wasn't working. But yesterday I finally listened to my alarm, and I said, you know what, I have to wake up. And what I did was that my alarm went off, and my boyfriend also woke up, and I was going to stay in bed with him for like, you know, just chilling in bed. For me, it was more the act of waking up, not so much getting up. But I told him, you know what, my eyes were really itchy because I wanted to keep sleeping, and my eyes felt really heavy. And I told him, you know what, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do whatever, just so I don't fall asleep again, because I don't want to fall asleep again. And I did that, and we were kind of productive. We went to Costco basically as soon as it opened. We went to get some groceries. We came back, we had some lunch, and we just were chatting like at bed, and, you know, just a normal type of day. And then I started to feel really, really sleepy around 4:30. No, it was more like 5:30, I think. And I remember saying, you know what, I'm going to sleep, and that's going to be it. And I told him, I am going to sleep, but in 20 minutes, you wake me up. He woke me up, but I said, I don't care, 20 more minutes. And I immediately fell back to sleep. And then I do wake up actually exactly 20 minutes later. Oh, here's a drill that doesn't go here. Where are you supposed to go, buddy? Let's take you out. And as I said, I woke up and started to do more stuff. And honestly, I didn't think that's what's affecting me right now. Oh. Like a nap, because it was just 40 minutes. It was not that long. 40 minutes usually doesn't put me off. Usually what puts off my sleeping schedule is if I sleep or take like a 3-hour long nap, which is extremely unusual. And sometimes even then I don't have problems going to sleep at night. But I said, okay, I still have only like less than 5 hours of sleep. Maybe by the time the clock hits 12, I'm gonna be really sleepy and I want to be wanting to go to bed. And I consciously stayed there in bed to see if I got sleepy, because I felt like I wanted to come back to diamond paint, but I said, no, I'm gonna be having fun. I'm not going to be looking at the clock. The hours are gonna go by, and when I realize it is gonna be 3 a.m. again. And the purpose of me waking up today early was to go to bed early and start to fix my sleeping schedule. But still, that did not happen. I could not sleep, and I hate the feeling of just staying in bed doing nothing because I cannot sleep. And I went back to my sleep hygiene methods, you know, get up from bed, start doing something more active so your body gets more tired, you know, the things that you don't do at bed, and blah blah blah. And I managed to go to bed around 2 a.m. I believe, which was way better than 4 a.m. No, it was more like, wait, I'm not finding a number. I mean, a symbol. Where's the N? Where is the N? I cannot find the N. I lost the N. Have I placed the N? Where is it? Oh my god, I lost it. The N. Where is it? I cannot find it. Do I not? Oh, here it is. Wow, that was weird. Yeah. So this morning, I wake up, and since I'm still feeling really tired, I imagine that is it like, I don't know, maybe 8 a.m. or maybe a little bit early. It's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to maybe try to force myself to go to bed even earlier, but I don't know how to do it. I just think I also have to take into consideration quite a lot that I'm in this, I have a few chronic illnesses, and one of the main symptoms of most of my chronic illnesses is deep fatigue. And I went through a bout of extreme fatigue a few weeks ago, and maybe I'm just not out of that yet. Maybe I just have to be more gracious with my body. What I am struggling with a bit is more the fact that I had never had this happen to me before. I can recognize when the fatigue is from my chronic illnesses because you have no idea of how, I mean, if you have a chronic illness that includes a lot of fatigue on their symptoms, you might know what it is, but it's just this physical feeling that you cannot explain away. You spend the day resting and you try to pace yourself and not to push yourself too hard, and you try to take care of your body, but still you get this immense fatigue that you cannot deal with and that you cannot explain away and that you cannot find the way to fit. It's a really other topic of conversation, but the thing is that I've learned to recognize when is that type of fatigue, and right now it's a very different type of thing where I cannot wake up early, even if I go to bed early, because I remember that there was another day where for some reason I was extremely sleepy at 9 p.m. and I said, okay, I'm gonna go to bed and that's gonna fix my schedule. It didn't. I went to bed at 9 p.m. I'm sorry, and I slept 13 hours because I woke up at 10 a.m. Like, I don't know. Those are some of the struggles that I've had. So what I've decided to do is that while I try to fix my schedule, my sleeping schedule, if I am in phases where I cannot go to sleep, I am going to try to do something productive instead of just staying in my bed. Oh, another castaway. Castaways. We are castaways. Oh, here it is. Whenever I feel myself that I'm not falling asleep, instead of staying in bed, just playing on my phone or, you know, doing random stuff, I'm going to try to be productive somehow. Maybe not tackle a project like diamond painting where time is gonna fly by and I'm not gonna realize it. But the other day, what I did was actually, I recorded a few videos to upload in shorts, you know, some sort of ASMR type of diamond painting videos, you know, because it's something that might be useful for the channel. And I realized that I put a drill where there was not supposed to be a drill. Oh my god, that's my neighbor working out. I do not know how he works out, but he always seems to be quite intense while doing it. I don't judge. I'm a bit curious of what he's doing over there. But our subject was, try to do something productive. I was recording some videos the other day, and I think that's what I'm going to be doing if I don't feel like sitting down and do, endless amount of hours on diamond painting and not realizing that I'm spending up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning when time just flies. And that is keeping me also kind of in this creative mindset of trying to figure out how can I do a video that appeals to people, that maybe makes them interested in the craft, stuff like that. So guys, tell me, I've been talking for how much time now? Like 40 something minutes. Guys, you tell me what do you think it's going to be your first diamond painting finish of 2024? What is the first project that you're going to be working on? Is either one that you carried over from last year, or maybe you just decided, you finished your last one and said, no, I want a clean slate for 2024. Tell me your choices. Again, I am starting to make a decision in my head right now. I remember when I purchased this pen, I think I said it in my previous WIP and CHAT, where I said that I was very curious about other type of waxes, but that so far the one that comes with the kit, with the Diamond Art Club kits, is helping me. I mean, I don't find any issues with it, but I started using a few days these ones. The place where I storage my diamonds right now, it came with 10 of these, so I thought I was going to maybe use them and try them out, and it works, but the sticky part, it just wears out really, really fast. So right now I'm going, for example, the one placer, even though it has a very like it barely is noticeable that the wax is there, the one placer still works out perfectly, and I don't even remember when was the last time that I loaded the pen. So I'm gonna still be working with this one, and I'm going to do some investigation into what putty or which wax I could be getting, because I really would like to try something out. I was looking into the Alien, how is it called? Alien putty? No, Alien wax. I saw many people really, really liking it, but I want to do a little bit more research. I saw that Katie from Diamonds and Washi uses a lot of a small shop, and that she raves it. Well, I mean, not raving, but because that's not like exactly her personality, but she really likes it. And I'm looking into maybe trying one of those. I want to do, I'm picking them crooked, and I have to, I'm looking into making some sort of a spreadsheet and compare and contrast and see reviews. And my geek brain needs something objective to go off of. So I'm going to be looking into that, because even if the hard wax works for me quite well, I don't want to, if I buy kits from other places and the wax is not the same quality as Diamond Art Club one, and I keep working only with this one, it's going to come to a point where I run out of that one. And I want to find one that is independent from any kit that I might do. That way it doesn't matter when, how, or whatever. I can use it regardless, and I have a place to buy specifically that one all the time. But that's going to be taking a little bit more of investigation and pondering which one I would like to get. It's really interesting that in this whole section, since it's a lot of multi-placing, I think this whole section is going to take me just a little over an hour. And that's even taking into account that I'm working slightly slower right now that I'm making this WIP and CHAT, because I kind of have to stop and think, and I'm doing it in a more spaced down, slow manner. What is that? Oh, some wax. Yeah, but this kit has been a pleasure to work with. I'm having so much fun, and I'm feeling so at peace when I do this one in particular. I wonder if what is the thing, what is the specific thing that is making me enjoy this way more. I wonder if it's the drills, that they're round drills. I'm wondering if it's the image, you know, the art that I'm doing. I wonder if it is that the fact that the colors are more vivid. Like, yes, it has a lot of this blue color blocking, but lately I've been finding a lot of joy in pinks and purples, and I'm not a very like girly girl person. Pink has never been like one of my favorite colors or any of that, but lately I've been kind of, my eyes have been dragging more to pink. And I noticed it also yesterday that we went to Costco. I was looking for a thermos that held a lot of contents, about a liter or so, or, you know, over like 40 ounces, I think would be the conversion, or somewhere close that. But I wanted it to be a thermos because I wanted to keep both my cold and hot coffee in it, without, in case of the cold, the ice melting, in case of the hot, it getting cold quickly. And we found in Costco this pack of 2 that was basically that. They look a little bit, they're a thermo flask. I have no idea if it's just, if that is an American brand or where that brand is from. But I live in Mexico. So here Costco has been carrying this brand for a while, at least in my country. I don't know about other countries where Costco exists. And this one's really got my attention because they were cheaper than many brands. I recently saw in H-E-B and then on Amazon a brand that I was very interested in. I didn't remember the name, but when I saw the branding, I immediately recognized it. And, you know, the price deterred me a little bit, because at the end of the day, I decided to actually buy the ones from Costco because the price of 2 of the big ones that has a straw, it has 2 straws, it has the lid, the way you put your straw in, it prevents it from dripping if it falls over. You know, it's just the quality overall, and the colors I really liked. It was about 2/3 of the price of the one that I saw on H-E-B for 2 pieces, like for two thermos. And the other one was, you know, 30% more, and only one thermos type of thing. Well, the thing is that there were in 2 combinations of color. One was black with a turquoise type of color, and everything in our apartment, well, not everything, but many things and appliances and dishware and stuff is that teal color because we both enjoy it, my boyfriend and me. But oh, I put away that color and I didn't place these ones. Oh my god, my bad. I'll go back to it later. And I saw the pink one and I said, oh my god, I want the pink one, I want the pink one. And my boyfriend was kind of like, okay, like, sure, get the pink one, you like it. But he was a bit strange by it. And then I realized, yes, I usually don't go for pink stuff. And that was it then, right there and then. And then, like about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so before I started the WIP and CHAT, I went for one of the markers that I use for my planner. Because even if I wake at 10 a.m., I am going to be using a planner. I'm a big planner person. But I was trying to choose a color out of the collection of midliners that I have, of these ones that I have, and I went straight for the pink. And I was like, oh my god, I am really going for a lot of pink lately. And I have nothing against it. It's just interesting to know how, you know, we all go through seasons of things that we like or that we prefer, etc., etc. The very first thing that I wanted to do this morning was actually to do this WIP and CHAT. But when my mouth went kind of bleh. But when I went to do this WIP and CHAT, I was checking, you know, YouTube and see which shows that I wanted to be watching / listening to later when I diamond painted or did something else. And I saw that Katie from Diamonds and Washi had uploaded a WIP and CHAT, and I said, oh well, I have to watch her WIP and CHAT first. And so I spent an hour, like the 50 something minutes that her WIP and CHAT lasted, like watching her WIP and CHAT and working on my other canvas, the Harry Potter one. And yeah, that was 1 hour of progress doing that while listening to another WIP and CHAT. And as soon as that WIP and CHAT finished, I put a YouTube true crime video in the background while I put the other canvas away, and I started setting up this one, and then I just pressed play. And I enjoyed her WIP and CHATs quite a lot. My boyfriend is he doesn't get, as I said, I think I said previously, that he doesn't get diamond painting at all. He's just happy that I'm happy when I'm doing something that I enjoy a lot. And whenever he sees me that I have a WIP and CHAT in the background and that I'm working on a diamond painting, he was like, you're doing diamond painting and you're watching diamond painting. And I'm like, yep, I am. And something funny too that happens is that I've stated previously that I'm not a stasher. I do not have a stash, but many times, like the 60, you know those times when you're on your phone and you find something and then you look around and, you know, you go to your partner or someone close to you and say, oh, look at this. Well, about 85% of the things that I show to my boyfriend in that way are diamond paintings. And he's always like, you are already working in two, wait until you are about to finish them to buy more. And I said, yeah, I don't want to buy it right now, but, you know, I wanted to show it to you because I really like this painting and so on. And I remember once I was watching a stash video, and he was just puzzled. His look was puzzled, and he was like, are they the owners of, you know, of your diamond, where you get your diamond paintings? And I was like, no, that's their stash. And he was like, they're what? And I said, stash, you know, like when you collect something and you have a lot and blah, blah, blah. And he just lost his marbles. His eyes went wide open. He made no comment. He was just like genuinely extremely surprised. And he just walked away from the room slowly, like a bit panicked. And after that, I show him like people pictures of stashes and stuff, and I jokingly say, oh, you don't love me enough, you don't have my craft room like this. And he just laughs it off. And I also laugh it off because it's not a serious thing. It's like it's a thing between us. And that's really funny. But I mean, I love, it's one of my favorite videos to watch, you know, people who go over their stashes. Because I just like to see what's out there. Like, many people have stashes of paintings that are currently unavailable, that are archived. And that's one of the things that I like the most. It's very interesting to see like what works have been previously released, and you know, to see like maybe I want to be in a destash group, to see if the one pops up that I think that I might really enjoy, and that the only way that I could get one is in a destash group. But yeah, those are the ones that one of the ones that I love watching the most. And as I said, there's no judgment. It's just like, I'm in awe of all of the kids that some people have. And I am maybe a little bit in secret, having a little bit of envy, but, you know, nothing bad. It's just really funny. I'm starting to get hungry. I already had, well, I had breakfast because it broke my fast, not because it was a meal that I had in the morning. But I'm getting hungry again, so I might snack on some goldfish. And please don't judge me, because my snacks are goldfish when I am an adult and I do not have children. Oh, I missed a little arrow there and there. Wow. It's some just sort of, you know, a snack that I really enjoy, that makes me happy. And it's also an easy snack to just have laying around in your house. So I might go do that. Or maybe a sandwich, or maybe some of the leftover pizza from yesterday. I will see what happens. So I think I'm gonna leave this video right now, and you know, for now, right here. I've been this WIP and CHAT is getting closer to an hour, so I think it's a good point to stop. I placed those really bad. So I am going to be working on this canvas until I finish this section, and after that I'm going to be having lunch, I believe, and then do some house chores probably, even though I don't feel like doing them. But I never feel like doing them. But you know, there are things that we have to do in order to be functional adults, functional human beings. And doing house chores is one of those things where I have to pretty much almost force myself to do them. But you know, no biggie. So here's the progress that I made. I started oh, I hope the camera was not like this all the time, but I started all this section over here, and I'm only missing some of the blue spots, like right here, that I'm going to be doing quite quickly in about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so. So thank you so much for watching this WIP and CHAT. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more WIP and CHATs and have these rambles of random stuff to accompany you while you diamond paint, or do have some, or you know, just something else, have me in the background just giving you company, or anything else really. Again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like. If you got to this point of the video, let's do something. Let's make an emoji and make that emoji for this video a diamond, basically, because it's the first time that I am plugging in this type of thing. Let's put a diamond if you got to the end of this video, and see you later. Bye.